So let's create this logo in a short time. So follow me how I'm going to create this and present it on the markup. So if you're having issue with how to convert your logo to 3D, you need to watch this. So I'm going to just don't mind me. I don't need any particular background here. Okay. So I'm just going to select this shape. Okay. Then selecting that, you turn it to just change the color to this. So after you're able to do that, then you go to layer and lock it, then go to shape again and you select this triangle shape. Okay, so when you're able to do that, you just need to make the mouth not sharp. So I'm going to enable the stroke, then you change the stroke color to white actually, so that you have this. So once you're able to achieve that, you make it more firm, but that is, let all the mouth to be rhyme properly but not much. So you can make that one to be something like 50. So once you're able to do that, you need to just demarcate and make the whole stuff work well. So tap here, then go to relative position and you position to the center. So you need to just be sure of uh, the justification of this particular circle as well. So after you're able to do that, the next thing is just make sure that you justify this. After that, position it to the center and you have this particular result. So now this is where we have the work to do. So you centralize and make sure you lock it. So after that, you have this particular shape. So what you are going to do next will be very simple, okay? Because we need to do a kind of adjustment and cut out some other parts. So take it for instance, this particular shape, tap it, go to editing tools and your stroke. You have your stroke like this. I mean, you cut out the inner parts just as perfect as this. So okay, so when you look at it, that you look at your circle, then you just expel the stroke much to have this something. Okay, cool. So you can now reduce the size a little bit to make it cool, and it will be very easy. But what I'm thinking is we still need to add something at this middle as well. So you can actually having this, then position it to the center to make it cool. And then you copy. So after you're able to copy, just don't forget to centralize. Then you go and let the stroke do the whole work. Then we'll reduce the size a little bit. So you can reduce it to 30. Change the color to, so you can change the color if you actually wanted. So if you remove the whole stuff actually. So so we can just change the color to this to black, hide it. Now reposition this to the center. So we can just reduce the size a bit. So after that, reposition to the center, split it up again. So we have this particular result, but actually the next thing we want to do is to so we need to do a finishing touch by having this just a little bit. Reduce the size very well. So we change the color right to black. Then we have this particular shape which you are going to just demarcate and drop just to make the mouth sharper. So we just need to cut out the edge and make the mouth sharp a little bit. So after that has been done, you merge the two. Sorry. We're supposed to Okay, perfect. So now we can just make the two together. Okay, sorry. What we need to do is just cut out the other part here. So now marry it together, but this you merge it together and go to the rich color and you erase the white part. So if the mouth not that kind sharp, you can just readjust, okay? So you can use the opacity if you like, just to have a mouth, clean mouth sharp. So then return it back and match. So now we have this result. So the essence of doing that is to just position these around there to have this particular corner. Okay, that is what I'm going to do. So you can reduce the size a little bit just to make sure you position it around there. And what we're going to do next is to mm, we're going to do next is to just cut out the other part, which is very necessary. So taking for instance, we turn this to white. So when you turn that to white, already do the needful here. Okay, shift it a bit. So now we use our mask to cut out some part here. So now we can now merge everything together and cut that out. So now use our eraser. So we have these particular tips. So now the next thing we're going to do after the date has been done is very simple actually. So I'm going to just cut out some other parts while I'm going to remove some other parts. So how do I do that? So I need to detach this. So we go to the erase color actually. Then I'm going to erase this. So after, sorry, there is error there. So after erasing this, I'm going to copy. So when I copy, I will go to erase color as well, return, undo everything, then I'm going to recut it. Just re-edit the unwanted part. Okay, so once I achieve that, I'll be able to have this particular result. So better still, I've repositioned this here, but that won't be necessary for now. I have to enable this. So after I enable it, I will go to the color, change the color to absolutely white. Okay, so once I'm able to do that, I have to marry the two together, then use my relative erase color to erase it. So the one I will have at the middle, so I will just bring this one up, then have the color being changed to white as well, and I guess that should be able to work. Okay, so now having positioned that, I will go to the color again, change the color to white, then I can go to okay, then I can go to have another color inside. Just have this, change the color. So you feel remove, reduce the size, reduce the size, just position it like this. So now what we're going to do is just hide this. So immediately you hide this, we can automatically erase this. Erase it. After erasing, we can have this. Then you smog in this one here. So reduce the size. So as perfect as this is cool. Now reposition to the center. So after we're able to do that, then the next thing we can do, we are going to just copy this one here. Reposition to the center. Now take it up a bit. Okay, perfect. So now that we have this, then the next thing we can do is to reduce the size again. So when you reduce again, so we can cut out the middle part. So we have this. It's supposed to be at the top. So we change the color to this to black. So why this should be black? So we adjust this a bit. So we're just going to adjust this a bit. So perfect. So now we just managed to have this. Going to erase color, erase it, then we have this part. Okay, cool. Now, having achieved this is very easy and very simple. So when you look at it, this is what actually matters there. So perfect. So now I've already achieved the logo, and then you can actually bring that one out. So we can delete this, have this. Okay, so this is our logo, which are meant for what? Apex. Okay, Apex. So we can watch with this logo, and we can actually go well with other stuff there. So one thing I want to do now is I will go to shape again, having this particular shape, then I will turn it to black, then we'll go to relative position here while we change the color to something like a white. Okay, so after we're able to do that, I will bring this one to the front while I go to this and the select and the position it using my relative position actually. So once I'm able to do that, then everything seems to be plumb right now. So I will go to the color of it stuff and match the layer together, then go to erase color and then erase the whole stuff. So now you can see we have the whole stuff at our hand. Then after that, we can now go to the text area where we have our apex. Okay, we have an apex group. So here we can have this, and here we can have this. So now that we have that, we quickly run this first by going to the text area where we use achievable board. So we can space it a bit, then use our curve stop. So using the curve stuff, you can reduce the size a bit because of the size of the old stuff. Now I guess this is cool. So now that we have this, we can now put copy. So where we copy, we have a consulting company. Then we turn it other way around. Okay, perfect. So what actually will matter now is how we can just make the stove to be. So we got to increase it to 50. Then we cut off fork again. Okay, this is perfect. So let's say we make it to be 45. Then we use the relative position. So let's see this as well to 45. Then we position it here. Then we'll cuff it. Okay, perfect. Then let there be space. Okay, perfect. So now that we have all the old stuff being worked, then the rest are so simple. We go to the color here, then we change the color to something like this touch of a green. Okay, while this one will be somewhat lighter a little bit. Okay, perfect. So we can just make it more a little bit darker, while the other one will be like this. So we have the logo being done. So we can actually go to shape and we have the whole stuff being shaped. So in less than 18 minutes we're able to achieve that. Then we can go to our Chrome browser where we go to the website called Photopea. So we go to www.photopea.com. So now landing yourself here, you really can tap open from computer if you manage to close the previous work you have done, and if you're unable to close that, you have to exercise patience. This is what I'm talking about. It will showcase again. So we can make use of this markup anyway, but I won't like to not walking you through the process right from beginning. So let me manage to close this. It will hang because the website is having a retentive memory. Your previous work will still be option. I mean, will still be available for you. So I feel run this, but I'm not actually interested in that. So sorry, let me just reopen the plot again. Then visiting my uh, uh, visiting my drive, locating the stuff I'm looking for. So take it for instance, I'm looking for this. Um, so want to make use of a 3D black glass mockup. So I have to simple varieties of it which I'm going to use here. So take it for instance, I want to make use of it. Okay. Uh, so please let us. So take they are working with this thing and it's done. So you can now, after you import the logo, I mean the mockup, you landed yourself here, open the layer here and double tap here. So when you double tap, you can hide the layer, the logo on top of it, and click and replace with your design. So design we just actually make now. I'm going to just replace the design in no time. So you press that and nothing seems to work. You can actually go to recent. So where you have this. So after position that, you see in no time it will be placed on the layer, and after it is displayed the position on the layer, you can actually escalate it by zoom out or reposition very well to make it place accurately. So you can modify, you can adjust the position, and once you are satisfied with that, we go to our file and run the whole stuff. So we are still waiting for that to load. So sometimes the website might be actually malfunctioning. You need to just take your time, because these are not magic. It's involve a kind of a processes which you need to follow strictly and understand the concept and how it work. So that one can give you an opportunity to be able to achieve what you wanted. So sometimes when things is some are lagging like that, what we normally do is, so take it for instance, I will go in here, then rerun the photo pill again, okay? Because I can't be waiting. Sometimes I'm not that kind patient, okay? You still need to check, but sometimes when the website is lagging like that, you still need to visit your drive and just re-importing the PSD file and reprocess the whole stuff again, okay? So just to achieve your aim. So while you are running that, you still use another eyes to check this that is malfunctioning, whether it has come up. So if this one still reloading, you still need to just run the stuff again. So all this is not your fault anyway. So the whole stuff might be started malfunctioning, as I said. So, but it will still respond to users sometimes. So you just need to familiarize yourself on an it was since we are running the whole stuff on our smartphone. So I'm double tapping here, following the previous process. So then visiting my gallery here. I'm going to bring the design we just make. So this is what we are stuck before. So, but I guess that won't be problem again. So I need to just escalate this. I need to zoom it out to make it fit in perfectly on the layer. Don't let it exceed the layer. So I'm positioning this here. Then make sure you centralize. So after the centralization, you go to save with smart object. When you're looking at the screen of your phone, in no time you see the smart object will be updated. Then you see your results, the logo be transformed into the 3D. Okay, so smart object updated. Tap here and be looking at the screen of your phone. In no time you see it will transform to 3D, and as you can see, you can adjust, modify this. So let me zoom out. I love the way it is like this, but I want to is add a kind of a extra brightness to this. So you can tap on the effect here, go to the fill and reduce it to something like let's say 80. Then you tap on the layer again. You can see come out a little bit like a stuff, and it's very cool. Thanks for watching. I believe you tap an idea from here. Don't forget to stay tuned and check back for amazing design like this. Thanks for watching. God bless you. So let's have the view of what we just created and see how it look. Boom. So you can see, right? So this is it. Thanks for watching.